Andrew LaPrade. Today, I have the wonderfully talented Curtia Torbert. Curtia is an actress. She's a writer and all of that good stuff. She has so much going, and today we're going to get to know her. Curtia, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm just chilling, just chilling. Welcome on, welcome on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
No problem as well. Now, I've definitely been watching you from afar. We're definitely going to get into that, all of the origin story. But before that, I want to know, how are you doing these COVID times? Because it's rough out here.
It is rough. It is getting better,
Okay.
especially like in the acting world, production has opened up a good bit. So it's slowly returning back to normal, I guess a new normal. But I mean, there are some really wonderful things that came out of COVID, spending more time with family, reconnecting with friends, just really realizing that work is not the dream. We need our breaks, we need our downtime. So it's in some ways it's been a blessing in disguise.
Absolutely. I got to remember to think the positive as well, because it's like this year has brought so much clarity, and it's like you kind of forget how things used to be and the way it is now is it's just crazy. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's hop into the origin story. Curtia, you're an actress. So do you like to be called an actress? I know some people kind of be funny about that.
Oh yeah, no. I embrace the title, especially when we actors have survival jobs. Okay. And there's a lot of stigma about if you're not famous. There's a stigma about calling yourself an actress. Like, what did you go to theater school for? Like, oh, but you're an actress, but what are you really? So I try to get rid of that stigma, and I really embrace that I am an actress. I get paid to do my work. I'm very skilled. I've been trained. And it's something I'm really proud of. So call me an actress all day.
And I mean, and you definitely can tell, like, I was going through all your social media, and I was just like, wow, like I was literally just blown away. Like, you really do this. Like you about it.
Yeah. Thank you. And you know what? I think with any dream, whether it's in entertainment or not, it's a dream for a reason, something that you hope to get and that you really strive for. And sometimes when it's so difficult, you lose that hope sometimes. I'm really lucky to have family and friends who just pour into my dream. So even the times that I feel like I just want to give up, this is too hard or this is too disappointing, my family and friends have really been the backbone of my ability to just stay strong. Like my family, my sister, my mom, my dad, they even have my name listed in their contacts as Oscar winner Curtia. So like they're just speaking it to life.
And that's super dope, because like when somebody can, along with your manifestation, it's always dope when you got support from parents, friends, and stuff like that. So they already claiming it, and you claiming it. That's super dope.
Right. I'm very blessed.
So with that, let's go to the beginning of, how did you even get into this? Was it like when you was little, you was just randomly doing scenes? Like, what's up?
No, so I don't think it's any one thing. So I'll give you a couple of different times in my life where I think it just kind of stacked on, like really pushed me into acting. So first, my dad is a musician. Okay. So he was in different bands growing up. He majored in music. He got a master's in music. So he was always a performer. So my sister and I grew up seeing him perform, seeing him on stage, and he would bring us on as well. Like, these are, my two little girls. And so being on stage was never new to us. I mean, even though we weren't performing, we were accustomed to having eyes on us. So as we got older, my sister moved into dancing. So she was a dancer, and then both of us were also musicians. We were put in band. We played several different instruments growing up. So I think just being used to attention, like eyes looking at us, made me comfortable. And then also when I was really young, I had to be in kindergarten or first grade. I think it was kindergarten. And it was the first play that I was ever in.
And what was that? What was that?
Our teacher, she was assigning parts. And
Okay.
she said, we need someone to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And I was like, I'll do it. I want to. And that was my first performance.
Okay. And what age was this?
5.
Oh, wow. You was out there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I remember my classmates too. I remember my classmates who wanted to sing along with me, and I just really wanted to steal the show. So that was my first taste. I was like, ooh, I like this. I like it. And then, so I never at that age considered a career in acting. It was just something fun to do. So as I got older, all the way up through high school, I was sure I was going to be a veterinarian. I love animals. I love going to the zoo. I was really, really intuitive to like pets. Like I just loved animals so much. And I when I was in high school, I was even I had filled out an application to Auburn University because they have a wonderful veterinary program.
That's dope.
But I was still performing a lot. I was performing a lot in high school. I was doing community theater. I was doing things in high school, and I called myself going out on a limb and saying I want to major in theater. You know.
Okay. So what was that? Okay, because you had the main thing that you wanted to do, which was be a veterinarian, right? But acting is something that you've been doing since you were a child. So what made that transition back to, hey, I kind of want to do acting? Was it because you were still kind of involved in it a little bit and it just took over, or what exactly? Transition?
It's because I'm allergic to animals.
Hold up. So wait, you love animals. You want to be a veterinarian, but you're allergic to animals.
Yeah. So my junior year of high school, I worked at a veterinary clinic for a year. I went there on Fridays and Saturdays for a whole year, and I was suffering. Okay. I was living off of medication. I could barely breathe. My gums were swelling up, and I was like, no, I can get through this. No.
Yeah, that's real love right there. That's real love and dedication.
It is.
For real.
And, and I was really excited to get that internship. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna learn all the basics, and this is the next step towards becoming a veterinarian. I'm gonna make that money. Yeah. But yeah, it was just too difficult. I was suffering every weekend, every day I went.
That's crazy. That's dedication, though, man. So what was the evolution like? Because you say you were doing it since you were a child, and then throughout your years. So like, when were you like, hey, I'm for real with it? You know what I'm saying? Like I could actually do this, and I can land somewhere with this.
It had to be high school. Okay. So growing up and doing performances here and there, and especially in school, I went to magnet schools. Okay. So the competition for everything was really fierce. Okay. I was not always the most talented. I was not always the smartest in the room. That took a toll on me. I was very self-conscious. And the performing arts high school that I went to had a lot of really talented people. And I second guessed myself a lot. When you go through so many times of, getting told no, or you don't get the part, or you're constantly getting critiques, it really made me wonder if this is really for me. And people always say like, okay, I'm just going to do this and see how it goes. And then when I'm going to do this and see how it goes. So I was in high school, and I had done my first community theater play. Okay. I guess it's not community theater. It was like an independent production. Sylvester Folks, he's still producing and doing theater projects today. But he was just starting his company, and I was just starting to consider maybe I want to do this as a career. And I was cast. And I was cast as the lead And that really reinvigorated me. When he was marketing for it, he said cast includes this person, and introducing Curtia Torbert. And it just made me feel so good. It made me feel so good. So without his guidance and his direction and being cast, who knows if I would have pursued it professionally. But that was the first project I was paid for as an actress.
So like, now some of the stuff that I'm going to mention, I know it might be old on your end, but like me, I'm considered a new fan because I just started to kind of, see your stuff. I saw Sleepy Hollow. What was that about? Like, I was just like, I was scrolling through and I was like, whoa. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So it was a featured project.
Okay.
Sorry, I was a featured cast member, featured background, you can also say. But that was filming in Georgia a few years ago. I was living in Georgia at the time.
Okay.
I submitted, and originally I was just supposed to be a part of the crowd scene, but I'm a hustler.
Okay.
And whenever I was on set, whether it was as an extra, whether it was as a stand-in, whatever I could do, I would always listen to what the producers were saying on set, what the director was saying on set. I really tried to create opportunities for myself. So for that episode, that scene, I was a part of a crowd where we were just supposed to be standing, and the assistant director was pulling people out to say, yeah, we need some people on the bench here. We need some people walking past the stars of the show. And I said, do you need me to do anything? He was like, no, we're good. So I was like, okay. But I'm a hustler. Yeah. So we had set the scene, he had placed everyone, and they wanted to take like a 30-minute break so they could set the cameras. So I ran to my car. I had a tarp in my trunk and also a blanket on the back seat. Yeah. So when we came back, I set it down. I said, I'm going to be here in the grass. I'm going to react to everything. And I might say something if that's okay. And he was like, yeah, that's good. Actually, that's good. So I was upgraded to a feature. That was a really fun episode. I thought I looked pretty cute too. But yeah, just having that creativity and always trying to see opportunity is what got that for me.
I really want to say something on that. Let's stay there for a second. That's super dope that you had that drive and the initiative, because it's like, you was within your dream in the aspect of what you were doing. They tell you to do stuff like that at jobs all the time. Show the initiative, show this, and you was like, hey, look, man, I'm finna go out in my car, I'm finna do this, I'm gonna be doing this, and I'm gonna shadow y'all. And that director probably was like, whoa, hold up, like it's something to her, you know what I'm saying? And
that happened twice, actually. Yeah. Something like that. It happened on the set of Sleepy Hollow, and it happened on the set of 42 with Chadwick Boseman.
Wait, hold on. We can't just walk past that. You was in 42 too? I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was filmed in Birmingham. So I think I was still in college at the time, maybe just graduated. They were looking for background, so they needed people to fill the stadiums. They just needed bodies. Okay. So I was a part of that for like 3 or 4 days. I was sitting right behind Nicole Bahari. And I still don't know if this dream is going to come true, but when I was sitting behind her, when the stars come on, they smile and they say, thank you for coming. Thank you for being a part of it. Yeah. And I, said it in my mind. Then I was like, I'm going to work with her, opposite her one day. So we'll see, hopefully.
Oh, no, it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
We're going to see. But Chadwick Boseman played Jackie Robinson. And there was a scene that they said he was going to get hit by a baseball, and everyone is going to jump up and say, no, Jackie, no. Yeah. So they said, like, you don't have to do anything, guys. We're just going to do a rehearsal real quick. But I wanted to do it anyway. I wanted to be like, look at me. So I did it, and I was like, come on. And I was acting until they called cut. I was like, come on, Jackie. Come on, get up, come on, you can do it. Yeah. And from that, one of the directors pulled me to be featured in another scene where I actually have a line with Nicole Bahari, but they cut the scene, so I didn't get to
You
do
know
it.
what? 'Cause I can say something on that because I remember kind of when I did modeling for a little bit before I got into all my other stuff. I was supposed to be on the game, and it was the episode when Derwin had got when he let the quarterback get hit or whatever. And we was out there for hours, and I was telling everybody, "Hey, yo, check my episode out. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on." They cut my episode, man. So like, I definitely
It
understand
happens.
the
It
feelings
happens
of that.
all the time.
Yeah, I definitely understand the feeling. I'm just super amazed though. Like, where does that come from? That drive to be like, you know what? Y'all might not think that I deserve to be here, but I know I deserve to be here. So, like, how do you kind of push through that? I'm curious on that. That's pretty cool.
I can only give credit to my parents.
Okay.
My sister and I are both like, we push. We don't give up. And my parents are like that. And most of my family is like that. My aunts, my uncles, cousins, we come from a real persistent family.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we have really good competition, healthy competition,
Okay.
in the sense that most of my family have their own businesses.
Okay.
My dad had his own business. I think it's dissolved now. My sister and her husband run their own business. And I, at 21, was thinking, man, I'm so far behind. I gotta get on that. I gotta catch up to my family, you know. No pressure, but just realizing the standard and what's possible and the resources that I have with them. So my family has really instilled that work ethic for me.
No, that's just like cool because I was just like, when you said, you know, hey, I was on set and I started doing extra stuff, I was just like, I wonder, do people know that initiative like that can kind of, you know, get you far? Because you got people that say, hey, I just want to do something, and they think it's just going to fall out of the sky. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was kind of so amazed that you were, you know, doing that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I honestly don't think many people consider that. I think a lot of people are timid.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we see and hear about actors and actresses who were discovered. They were discovered at a coffee shop. They were discovered at a park.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people believe that they just have to be discovered.
Yeah.
But success is not an accident. Even if Jennifer Lawrence, even though Jennifer Lawrence was discovered at a park, she lived in a crappy apartment for years. Mm-hmm. Her breakout role, she traveled 3 times in the country just for that one role when she was constantly denied. Mm-hmm. She got rejection after rejection. She was still told that she was too fat for roles. You know, success doesn't come by accident, and it's not going to be easy. And I think because it's so difficult, a lot of people give up before they get there, or they just realize that, you know, the work to put in and it's not worth what they want to get out of it. Mm-hmm. So I think most people think it's easier than it is, not just in acting, but in anything in life.
Yeah, trust me. I know it's definitely a road to it, and people automatically think when you're not there as fast, they like, man, what you doing? You still chasing after that? But it's just like certain steps just build and blocks just build, and eventually you look back, you're like, I've really came far. Are you signed? Like, the only thing I know about acting a little bit, and I might be off, so if I'm off, definitely let me know. But SAG or something like that. What is that exactly? Is that what you're under, or?
Not yet.
Okay.
So SAG is a union, Screen Actors Guild, and it protects actors, mainly actors, actresses, producers, some directors, so wide net, but pretty much in the entertainment industry, anything dealing with film. Okay. So I am not a SAG actress yet because I don't have SAG credits. I don't have any SAG credits yet. So to become a SAG actor, you have to have, I want to say, at least 2 or 3 SAG credits, but you can't get those SAG credits unless you're in a SAG union, in the SAG union. So it's like, you got to have experience to get the job, but you're not going to have experience until you get the job. Mm-hmm. So it's really difficult to to be SAG eligible in the South because we're a right to work region. So Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. So if you're in California, you can literally do background work and be a part of the union. It's required by law. So I don't have union status, but I am represented. I have a few different agents in different regions in the country.
Okay.
And it is our goal, my team, it is our goal to reach that eligibility status, but it comes in time, and it really isn't as important in the Southeast.
Okay, so like with booking and stuff like that, do you how do you maintain a upbeat personality with that? Because I know sometimes it can probably be hard to get booked for certain stuff that you might want to get booked for. Talk to me a little bit about that. What's that like, the whole booking thing?
Organization is key. Organization is really key, and having thick skin, because I mean, it's true what they say, you hear more no's than you hear yes. It's so true. It's so true. But so yeah, organization, because acting is an investment. It really is. Any business that you do, acting is a serious investment, and we have to pay for headshots. We have to gym memberships sometimes. We have to pay for our profiles. So our profiles, there's Actors Access, there's Backstage, there's casting networks, there's a profile within SAG. Mm-hmm. So all of these are accounts that we have, and projects come up, we have to submit ourselves sometimes. So like wake up in the morning, check all the profiles. What am I fit for? Apply. If it's something that I think is really, really great, reach out to my agents, let them know, hey, I really want to push this. Could you help? And they'll reach out and do what they can. And all of that costs money. So you have to have a survival job until you have an acting job to support you fully.
Absolutely.
And really having a supportive team. So family, friends, and your acting team that feeds into you, managers. So all of that. And then also Issa Rae said something amazing. Mm-hmm. She says a lot of amazing things. Yeah, do you know who Issa Rae is?
Yeah, I just started keeping up with her because like I was just like, let me look into her story, and she's dope with it. Yeah, I like her a lot.
I love Issa Rae. She said two things. One, she said it's more important to network out than up. Mm-hmm. She says everybody wants to work with Ava DuVernay and Oprah and her, but just like Curtia's grinding, you're grinding. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna connect and we're gonna help each other as we go up. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be working with someone else, and you're gonna say, "Hey, Curtia is doing something," like networking, network out. So that's one thing she really said that I love. The second thing she said that I love is have multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
So, podcasts, clothing line.
Absolutely.
Survival job.
Exactly.
Like
because like people really they don't understand it, and I'm so glad that it's very refreshing that you're the same way, because it's like people just really think it just comes out of thin air, and it's like the people that you admire, how do you think they got there? You know what I'm saying? And speaking on admiration, I want to segue into, I saw that Viola Davis is your lady. So what's up?
I love Viola Davis. I love her.
Yeah, I was studying a little bit. I did a little bit of studying. So talk to me about that inspiration and why she's such a big inspiration to you.
She is so talented and so beautiful and so creative, and how she encourages people and loves on people, and she just does not get the credit that she deserves. There are a lot of actresses who I really admire as well, but Viola Davis, I love her. And the thing is, I had been watching her over the years and didn't even realize that I was watching her. You may see her and say, oh, that's that one lady from that one show. But it was really The Help that I was just infatuated with her. Like, I was watching her scenes and trying to read. I was practicing what she was doing. And I do that a lot. I practice what I like. Like when I see things on TV and film, like my Netflix, I can barely finish a show because I'm always rewinding and studying. But when The Help came out, I watched that over and over and over. I also watched Bryce Dallas Howard, who's in that. She's an amazing actress as well. I watched her over and over and over. And so when How to Get Away with Murder came out, I was like, oh, okay, what's this about?
Yeah.
And she's just amazing. I love her.
Man, that's crazy. Because you know what's crazy is that, like, she's not an actress I feel like that people give credit to enough. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, so to see that, I was just like, number one, it showed me that you are truly within your craft and you take your craft serious, because most people would have named somebody else. And I'm like, for you to name that's one of your favorite actresses, that shows that you're really within the craft, because anybody that knows Viola like that, they see that how in depth she's in with her characters and how she takes her roles seriously like that. So I thought that was super dope. So what I'm gonna do is
I was actually even considering and am still considering applying to Juilliard because Viola Davis went there.
Oh wow. Yeah. That is very serious. So like you see yourself even doing that like now or in the future?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Man, that is serious within the craft, and I think that is super dope. So while we hear them, that's what I like to kind of call my sunny fire questions. It's where I kind of lighten it up a little bit, and we just ask certain stuff just off the top of the dome. So, who is Curtia's Mount Rushmore of actors? You can give me 3. It doesn't have to be in a particular order, because I'm gonna kind of cater your questions a little bit different from how I normally ask them. So, who is your Mount Rushmore?
Oh my goodness! I wish you asked me these ahead of time, because there's so many that I like and that I admire. So of actors and actresses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can mix them. I had said 3, but I mean, if you got 5, I'll let you slide 5 in.
Okay. So I really love Viola Davis.
Okay.
Zoe Saldana.
Oh, okay. Nice. My wife loves her. Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. I was really, and you know what? When I first saw him in 42, I did not think he was a good actor. And I had seen him a couple more times over the years. So when he was announced for Marvel, I was like, what? Okay. And I was completely impressed. And I know people always improve. So, yeah. Chadwick Boseman. Bradley Cooper. Now he is a really good actor. He's somebody else who improved over the years.
Yeah, I was about to say, explain that one a little bit. I would not have expected you to say Bradley Cooper. So, like, explain what it is about his acting that's kind of dope to you.
Yeah. The first time I saw him, he was in Alias with Jennifer Garner. That was, 15 years ago? And wasn't impressed.
Okay.
Saw him a little bit over the years. He was in a few movies that I was like, okay, good premise, but Bradley Cooper, okay. The time where I finally saw him as a true artist was American Sniper. Is that what the title is called?
Yeah, it is American Sniper. That's where he kind of bulked up a little bit for that one. He did really good in that one.
When he was an American Sniper, he was a sniper overseas. I was like, oh my gosh, he's good. Yeah. And then the second time is when I saw him in the film with Lady Gaga. Okay. He was amazing in that. Okay. Purely amazing.
So he just kind of throughout the time started to get a little bit better
evolved. Too. Yeah. Another person who I really admire, I wouldn't say they're a Mount Rushmore, but Shia LaBeouf is a really talented actor.
I like Shia a lot, man. I like his. I just like his character. I think he's dope. The movie, like his movie Honey Boy, amazing. Did you
I
see that?
haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen
Oh,
it yet.
Curtia, you gotta watch that one for
I
real.
want to. It's on my list. I have a list to
Honey
watch.
Boy, he deserved an Oscar for that one. Like straight up. Like I was just like, whoa. Like that one
Have you
was.
seen Peanut Butter Falcon?
I
He's in
haven't.
Peanut Butter.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's on my list to watch because I just got my Amazon Prime back. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna peep that one out. But yeah, Honey Boy, if you get a second, watch that one. That one's dope. Another question that I got for you, on the pod, I always ask, do you see yourself as the hero or villain? So for yours, I'm gonna make it two-parted. Okay. So do you see yourself as the hero or the villain? And which one would you rather play, a hero or a villain?
Do I see myself like in life or just for the projects that I
Yeah,
gravitate to?
just in general. Like so, like you said, your life. Do you see yourself as the hero or the villain, or some people are both? And then which one would you rather play? So I got you a two-part question.
Okay. So in life, I would say that I am sometimes perceived as the villain, but ultimately I'm the hero.
Okay. Okay. Explain. I ain't gonna let you slide that easily.
I really settled into myself in my later 20s. I suffer from mental illness that a lot of people don't, but I think a lot of people suffer and don't realize. But I struggled a lot growing up. Like I've been on medication, I've been seeing therapists and psychiatrists and things, and it's for emotional instability. Okay. So not knowing how to regulate my emotions and regulate and just like not being comfortable in my personality, meaning well, but just not knowing how. I think I caused a lot of rifts unintentionally. That's in school with family. But thank God for, mental awareness and really learning how to cope and learning how to treat anything. I really feel like I can be an ambassador for mental health and education. And I've really settled into myself, like I said before. So I definitely feel like the heroine in this story now.
I like that. I love that. I got another one for you. What's the strangest thing that you've ever eaten? I know you done traveled a little bit. You done been in some different acting things.
You have studied.
so I definitely know that you've eaten something weird before. So what you've eaten?
I mean, it would probably be weird to other people, but to me, it's not weird. Goat, would that be weird?
A little bit, not too weird. Yeah.
Right.
Do you do that fried? Like how do you do goat?
You boil it.
I'm not a boiling type person unless it's rice.
Yeah, you boil the meat.
Okay.
Season it. It's very tough. It's very, very tough.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think I'm too crazy and weird. Like,
I feel like I gotta step my game up, man. Because on the pod, man, I've had people that ate bear, they ate goat. I think the strangest thing I've ever eaten was like frog legs or something like that. It was like
I've had frog legs,
and I was like, it really does taste like chicken. It just shaped like a frog.
It tasted like fish to me.
It tastes like fish to you?
Yeah.
It tasted like chicken to me, man. Maybe my taste buds off or something. But as we kind of wind it up, I want to ask you two last things before we get out. What's the impact that you kind of want to have? Because throughout the duration of our interview, I got to know you a lot based off of stuff that you've been through, stuff that you overcame, and how you're still going. So what in the end, when everything's all kind of, you know, said, I know that's a little serious, but what's the impact that Curtia wants to have?
You know, I've thought about this before. I think about it a lot. And from the beginning of you and I discussing, I said that my family has been a huge influence and a huge support of my dream. And honestly, if my family wasn't so encouraging, I'm sure I would not still be pursuing acting. So in saying that, it is my hope to be for others what my family has been to me. I really want to normalize mental health. I want to show that your dreams can come true. I want to encourage people to pursue their dreams and to not be shamed and to not think it's impossible. I want to support my community in that way. And, you know, I've thought about not just me being an example, you know, whatever, Curtia is an actress and people may look at her, but I wanted to create nonprofit organizations to support the creative arts for the community, especially the Black community. I have even been thinking about creating a clothing line. So that's something you're doing. And, you know, Lorenzo Gordon is doing that with Humble Hustler. And, you know, it's making a great impact for our people. So I think I want to be a part of that in some way. I would like to partner with local programs to encourage students, young adults to pursue acting. And also I want to start my own business, like maybe like an acting school.
That'll be
So I mean, I have a lot of dreams. Who knows if I'll get any of them? Who knows if I get some of them? But those are things that when I think about makes me really excited.
I think you're gonna get them because, you know, and I'm not just saying that to blow smoke, like just seeing from what I've studied on you and talking to you, I can definitely see that you're headed in a good direction. Like I definitely think that a lot of that stuff will happen. It's just a matter of, you know, it's just like the grind that we got, putting the foot to the pavement, you know. And lastly, Curtia, tell everybody where they can find you at and plug it all in, because I mean that's what we're here for. So tell them where they can find you at. Yeah,
I mean, a quick Google search of my name will bring a lot of stuff about me.
Hey, that's huge though. While you playing, because I need to get on Google. I told my friend, because we do like technology stuff. I was like, hey, get me on Google. That's my goal by the summer, man. But continue though.
Yeah. So a quick Google search, Curtia Torbert, first and last name. My website will pop up most likely. I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm also found at my agency sites. So I'm represented by Real People Talent in Alabama. I'm represented by Gill Talent in Chicago and Gill Talent in Atlanta. So partnering or reaching out to them, you'll be able to get in touch with me as well. And who knows what else in the future I'll have posted, so people be like, oh, let me get in touch with Curtia. Let me do something.
Hey, you know we're gonna plug it in, and I'm sure that you'll be back on the pod again, because I'm sure that some other stuff gonna come up that you're gonna do that I'm gonna have to bring light to. That's my job, and I definitely want to get you on again. And is Curtia Torbert the same throughout your social media, Twitter,
everything?
Facebook?
Curtia Torbert, Torbert. And wish me luck. I submitted an audition literally an hour and a half ago. So hopefully I get booked on that. And then I was also booked on a film in Atlanta, and I go there next week to film.
Nice.
Wish me luck that everything goes smooth.
All right. I know you can't speak on it too much, but we might do like a special segment in the future to kind of announce some of that stuff, so I can definitely bring light to that. But thank you so much for joining me today, Curtia. It has been extremely good to have you on, and I'm proud of everything that you're doing, and let's chop it up some more in the future.